Hey guys, welcome to my conversation with your Georgia 4A 132-pound state champion, and I should say three-time state champion from Lovett, Cael Kusky. Cael, first, congratulations.
Thank you.
Um, is it any different winning number 3 versus number 2 versus number 1?
I think first year, obviously, it's crazy. Like when freshman year, it's really different. Like it's nothing like anything else. Like the Coliseum, it's so different. But this year, I think it meant a little bit more to me. We're kind of on a path all year to each other. The rest of the finals, me and Adam, and it was a great match. So it was definitely the toughest win, um, like toughest win for me in the state tournament. So it was a lot more meaningful, I think.
Yeah, I guess, when you get, I mean, not to say it doesn't mean something when you smash someone or whatever, but when you get to grind out a tough match
Hmm.
and you end up coming out on top, I mean, maybe it feels a little bit different than winning pretty easily or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got you. All right, so we're gonna get into that and all of that in a few minutes, but let's go off the mat first.
Hmm.
And let's talk a little bit about in school. What's your favorite subject?
This year it's probably I like AP Gov a lot. That's one of my classes I started taking. It's just like a lot of government and politics and kind of just how our government came to be. It's a real fun class with the teacher and people around me. So that's what I'm enjoying the
Okay.
most.
Do you guys do like We the People or whatever here in Georgia? Do you know what I'm talking about? You don't.
I think I've heard of that. We don't do it, or at least I
Okay.
don't personally. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a government course. I know one of my
Okay.
kids did it once upon a time, and it's along the lines of,
Hmm. Okay.
like an extra thing.
Yeah, yeah.
What is it about government that you really like?
It's just interesting to see like how throughout like the decades of the US and like how we've just started like coming across, I guess, like and moving up and changing our government to where how it is now and like the system it is and how it works, kind of just balancing it out all out.
Yeah.
Something about that.
Well, and I think, I mean, not to get into politics or anything along those lines, but I think everybody wants it to be a perfect system. And the truth of the
Hmm.
matter is, every system is kind of
Yeah.
imperfect, but we make do with kind of the systems we have, and we
Yeah.
can make little adjustments. So,
Hmm.
what is the least favorite subject?
Probably history right now. It's not a big history guy, which is like weird because government's my favorite and history's not. But
Yeah,
the government side I think is just way more interesting to me than the history side.
I got you. Okay, all right. Yeah, it is a little strange because they do kind of go hand in
Yeah,
hand, but
a little bit.
I'm with you. All right, so let's talk a few things other than school. Let's go
Hmm.
with roller coasters. Yes or no?
I'll do them, but you have to really convince me. Like, not a big heights guy.
Not a big roller coaster fan, huh? Okay. What about the one where you like at the beach where you sit in the thing and they shoot you out or shoot you up?
You can't pay me to do that. Like, I'm not doing that one. It's just
I
not me.
have yet to meet a wrestler who has said they would do that. Like
No.
I'm with you, man. There's no way in the world I'm doing that.
Mm-mm.
What about jumping out of an airplane?
I think that's different. I don't know. Something about like, yeah, I'm like contradicting myself, but like just jumping out of an airplane, it's like more thrill seeking than like I think actually the roller coaster and like the cannon shoots or whatever they're doing. I think that's something
You
like
think
you
those are
try
more
once in a lifetime.
foolish or what?
I think it's like a once in a lifetime thing you could do. Like the roller coaster, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just like jumping out of an airplane seems cooler, I guess.
And you
I don't
would
know how to
do it.
say it. With the right person, probably, yeah.
Okay.
Like convincing me, yeah.
All right. What about going into space? Would you go to space if you were given the chance?
Uh Probably, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, like if I assume like the stuff they've done keeps it pretty safe, just like seeing space would be pretty cool.
All right, time machine. If I gave you a time machine, are you going ahead in time or back in time?
Probably back in time.
Back in time. And where are you going back in time to?
I guess the first thing that came to mind is like before all Bitcoin started, just like get start investing in that a little bit. Like
Oh,
when
you
it
want to
was
go
at
back with the
six.
knowledge you have and
Yeah.
make some money. I
Yeah.
got I got you. All right. Let's go over to food and because wrestlers love talking about food.
Mhm.
Sushi, yes or no?
Yes.
All right. How about pineapple on pizza?
I haven't really tried it. I don't think I'd be too opposed to it, but it's like it's not a normal thing I think you put on a pizza for most people.
All right. So was there were you were watching your weight? I don't think you were cutting weight to get to 32 this year,
Yeah.
but you were watching it. Is there a
hmm
food that you missed?
Um, it wasn't really a food. I'm a big sweet tea guy actually, so I had to cut that out like later in the week
Ah.
or just like mostly in season, which was a big thing for me. So it wasn't like a food particularly. That
But
was the main thing.
sweet tea was
Yeah.
a thing that you are now happy
hmm
to have back.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, I got you. All right, before we move on, flavor of ice cream,
Cookie dough.
cookie dough. All right, okay. Is there a talent that Cael Kusky has off the mat that very few people know about?
No, not really. I'm not really much talented other than like what I have now.
Are you sure?
I went
Like, you don't sing, you're not, you don't
mm,
dance, you
can't do
don't.
I can't do a backflip, can't sing, can't like none of that
How
really.
about artist? You're an artist?
No, not at
No.
all.
All right,
Um,
that's cool. I mean, I got it.
yeah, I can't
I
think of one really.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. All right, so let's go to that freshman year.
hmm
And I mean, look, the goal is always to win a state title, right? I
Yeah,
mean, that's what you want to do. How confident were you walking in as a freshman that you were going to walk away with a title?
like let's say after sectionals or beginning of the year.
Beginning of the year.
Um, I really didn't know. Like I didn't know these other guys. I knew Landon Carlton. We wrestled forever, but I really had no idea. I was kind of just trying to train as hard as I could the year to see where I put myself and ended up in a good spot for the tournament and made it happen. So
So
it's
after sectionals, how confident were you?
pretty good. I mean, I beat Summers in the semis of sectionals, which put me on my own side basically. Like the two other main runners were Carlton and Summers, and they had an overtime match in their semis. So I mean, I was feeling pretty good. I was 2-1 against Summers that year, I think.
Yeah. So you put yourself in a great position to do so.
Yeah,
We were talking about the feeling of winning a title. What was that like after as a freshman winning that title?
it was insane. It was probably the best feeling I'd ever had. I think at that point, like just the last 20 seconds, I think I just laid like with a Turkin, like up 8-7, or whatever the score was. I think it was 8-7. I just laid with a Turkin, like watching the clock, and got up after, and just my whole team and all family and friends were just all standing up. Like it was insane. Everybody just screaming,
They were
like
going
jumping up and
crazy.
down. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they
seeing
were.
that was huge for me.
Yeah, no doubt. So, um, you win a title,
hmm
you move classes,
Yeah.
and you move weights. You move from 6 to 26, right?
Yeah.
How much are you going? How much did you feel pressure to win another one?
Um, I don't know if it was pressure. It was more of just like this is what we're gonna keep doing, and like keep doing what we're doing, like training. And I think it was a little bit of a pressure. Like everybody was like already telling me like you're a freshman state champ, you could do all this, like win 4 times now, like it's possible. So it was a little bit of pressure, but I didn't feel that much like stress over it, I think.
Okay. Okay. And walking in to that one, do you walk in after winning the first one and you're walking into Macon and you're going into the state finals? Do you have just like are you settled? Is there like nervousness? Like, because you've already been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's the little bit of nerves like still there. It's like Macon, like lots of people, thousands of people there.
It's
But I
loud.
mean, yeah, I've definitely felt more calm last year. Just having that first win freshman year, like under my belt, just being calm, and I didn't have that much pressure. I think going into the state tournament from sectionals, I felt pretty good.
Well, and you alluded to this earlier that this was a collision course between you and Peyton this year.
Yeah,
And like, I mean, look, if we're building a UFC card of, two-time defending state
yeah.
champions coming at one another, that was the main event. I mean, that's what people were talking about. Did you hear the talk as it related to like, these two guys gonna battle?
Yeah, I saw the post or like a couple like things throughout the year from Georgia Grappler and you as well. Kind of just like this weight's gonna be like one of the best ones to watch. And I didn't really look at like the rankings or like what they had projected for me the week of. I didn't really look at it. Kind of just wanted to go wrestle. Just try to relieve myself from any like stress or anything that could get in my way.
Yeah. So going into that match, I want you to talk a little bit about what changed this year. Like, it was what how did you change? How did you, like, technique wise, mental wise, anything change from the beginning of this year to that match as you're going to it?
um, So I'd say like I started out this year maybe wrestling a little more defensive, like because that's what I'm like some things that I'm better at, like scrambling and maybe defense. And we kind of just progressed throughout the year trying to get my shots like going again and like being able to attack, still having that safety card of like the defense, but trying to just get my attacks going a lot better, I'd say.
All
Um,
right. So we get the final that everybody wants.
mhm.
And it lives up to the hype. I mean, it
Yeah.
was a great match between the two of you.
Hmm.
Um, we're going to sudden victory, right? How confident are you that you're the person who's going to end up on top?
Once I got the sudden victory, I felt like I was pretty confident going to that. Like I had the only takedown of the match. Like it was 2-2, and he had a reverse, and I had just gotten another takedown. And I felt like my conditioning was going to be there, like when it mattered there. And I felt pretty good.
Very cool. All right. So you win. I mean,
Hmm.
was it the same thing as the freshman year? What's the feeling?
That win, I think in overtime, like was definitely more meaningful. I think in the moment to me, and like just how that match went, coming back in it, I think was huge for me, and just I felt a lot more like I guess just excited after the match, and having my friends there too like was really big for me, and seeing them in the stands with like my name written on their chest and everything
Yeah,
was really cool.
very cool. All right, awesome. All right. So what is next for Cael Kusky?
World team trials.
World Team Trials. All right,
Mhm.
April. I think it's April, right?
Yeah, mid-April I think.
Okay. All right. And and then after that, see you wrestling some freestyle this summer, probably a
Yeah.
little bit.
Hmm.
Um, and then you come back and you're gonna make a run for a fourth title. And and what I guess what's gonna be the message, because you guys will be the seniors, what's gonna be
Yeah,
the message to the rest of the team about, bringing Lovett back to the top as a team?
I mean we got a pretty good freshman class in, which I'm excited about. So kind of just like keeping that standard that we have in the room, and just getting it going with those guys and getting them prepared, and making sure no one's getting left behind like in the room, and just keeping the I guess I like to say standard a lot, but like keeping the
Yeah,
standard and making sure like we're just everybody's locked in for and having that end goal in mind.
very cool. Very cool. All right. Last question. It's a question I've been asking every single person, and that is, why wrestling? What is it about wrestling that makes it special to you?
It's a tough one. I think just like this is like cliche to say, but like the things it teaches you like in life, and like how I've noticed it in other aspects of my life, like work ethic and like being able to bounce back in adversity, like a lot of things like that, and just like the long grind for like the successes later, kind of just those things, and being able to have like a team around me and like support each other and getting through everything, like the ups and downs, the hard practices, the camps, like everything together.
Yeah. No, it is cliche, like, and you hear it, and we
Yeah,
talk about it a lot in our community and everything else. But the truth is, it does
yeah,
those things. I mean,
yeah.
that's one of the things that makes the sport special. So,
Hmm.
um, I want to say congratulations on the third title.
Thank you.
I want to say best of luck at World Team Trials and this summer, and as you make a run for a fourth, and leading your team back, in
Hmm.
this coming year. And yeah, just congratulations on everything, man.
So thank you,
All
Mr.
right,
Fillmore.
take care.
See ya.